Snow swirled under a flickering street lamp, casting a ghostly glow over Elena's bakery, its faded sign creaking in the winter wind. Inside, the air was heavy with the fading warmth of yeast, undercut by the sharp bite of desperation. Elena stood behind the counter, her hands trembling from exhaustion, not cold, as she stared at the empty cash register. Her bakery, Elena's hearth, was a crumbling legacy, its shelves bare save for one golden loaf, its crust gleaming like a dying star. Bills loomed, a relentless tide, and that loaf was her last hope. Sell it for a day's survival or lose everything. The door groaned open, a gust of icy air carrying a man cloaked in shadows. His coat, dusted with snow, hung heavy, his face obscured by a low hat, his breath clouding in the dim light. His steps crunched on worn floorboards, each one echoing like a heartbeat in the silent shop. Elena's pulse quickened. Strangers didn't wander this forgotten street at midnight. His eyes, when they met hers, were a piercing blue, heavy with a sorrow that mirrored her own, a silent cry beneath his guarded stance. She offered a faint smile, her voice soft but steady. "Something warm." The man nodded, his gaze flicking to the loaf, his hands clenched against an unseen weight. Elena's heart tugged, memories of her parents' kindness surfacing. Her mother giving bread to neighbors, her father's warm laugh. Without hesitation, she wrapped the loaf, its paper crinkling like a whispered vow, and slid it toward him. "Take it. No charge." His fingers brushed hers as he accepted it, a fleeting spark in the cold. Surprise flickered in his eyes, cracking his stoic mask. He left without a word, the door swinging shut, but the loaf's warmth lingered in Elena's hands, a fragile hope. Unbeknownst to her, the man was Alexander Voss, a CEO hiding from a corporate storm, his heart stirred by her selfless act. The night deepened, a shadow moving outside the window, watching her lock up. Dawn broke reluctantly, pale light filtering through heavy clouds into the bakery. Elena wiped counters, the metallic tang of cleaner mixing with yeast's faint echo. Her thoughts tethered to the stranger's blue eyes. Her bakery, once alive with chatter, now stood silent, each empty chair a reminder of her parents' death and the debts they'd left. The loaf she'd given was her lifeline, yet its absence felt right, a seed planted in barren soil. The bell tinkled and he returned, less shadowed in daylight, his coat worn but cleaner, his hair streaked with gray. "Alex," he called himself, his voice rough but warm, like embers under ash. "That bread." It was more than food. Elena's cheeks warmed, her hands pausing mid-knead. The air thickened with rising dough and unspoken truths, his presence a puzzle she couldn't resist. They spoke over coffee, its bitter steam grounding them. Alex hinted at a life of corporate battles, his words veiled, his eyes haunted. Elena shared her struggles, rising rents, dwindling customers, her voice raw with vulnerability she hadn't shown since her friend Maria left. Their hands brushed, electric, the golden loaf's memory a thread between them. But a phone buzzed in his pocket, his face paling as he stood abruptly. "I'll be back," he said, vanishing into the snow. His absence left a void, the bakery's silence louder. Elena's fingers traced the counter, her heart caught between hope and suspicion, unaware of the corporate empire Alex hid, and the danger trailing him. A folded note slipped under the door, its ink dark, promising his return. Twilight cloaked the bakery, the oven's hum fading, cinnamon and vanilla weaving through the air like a fading dream. Elena's unease grew, the stranger's promise a weight she couldn't shake. The note, simple and signed, "I'll see you soon," sat on the counter, its edges worn. She'd given her last loaf, opened her heart, but doubt crept in. Was Alex a savior or a shadow? The door burst open, Alex stumbling in, his brow bloodied, his coat torn. "They found me," he gasped, collapsing against the counter. Elena's heart raced, her hands grabbing a cloth, the golden loaf's warmth a distant memory. "Who?" she demanded, pressing the cloth to his wound, its red stain stark against her fingers. He flinched, eyes wild. People I crossed. I'm not who you think. Her mind spun, his sorrow, his secrecy. She guided him to a chair, the bakery's warm light casting golden hues on his face. Tell me, she said, voice firm. He hesitated, then spoke of a corporate empire, betrayal, a life in hiding. I'm Alexander Voss, he admitted. CEO, fugitive, hunted. The truth hit like a storm, but his eyes held a plea she couldn't ignore. Sirens wailed outside, red and blue lights slicing the dusk. Alex tensed, grabbing her hand. Help me, Elena. The bakery, her sanctuary, was now a stage for danger. The golden loaf's gift pulling her into his world. A shadow moved outside, the sirens closer, and the note's promise turned to threat. Morning light filtered through the bakery's cracked windows, the golden loaf motif lingering in the gleam of fresh bread. Elena hadn't slept, Alex's confession replaying, CEO, fugitive, hunted. She'd hidden him in the storeroom, his bloodied cloth a grim reminder of the danger he'd brought. The air smelled of flour and fear, her hands kneading dough with mechanical precision, her thoughts a tangle of trust and betrayal. Maria, her old friend, arrived, her vibrant scarf a splash of color. You're pale, she said, eyes narrowing. Elena hesitated, then showed her the note, Alex's bloodied cloth. Maria's face hardened. He's trouble, Elena, but the memory of his eyes, his touch, held her fast. She couldn't abandon him, not after the loaf, not after his truth. Outside, a figure lingered, shadowy against the golden sunrise. Alex emerged, pale but steady, his voice low. They're close, Victor's men. Victor, he explained, was his former partner, ruthless, betrayed by Alex's whistleblowing. The bakery was no longer safe, its golden warmth a fragile shield. Elena's heart pounded. She'd given a loaf, not her life, yet she was entangled. A new note slid under the door, its ink sharp. You can't hide him. The words chilled her. The golden loaf's promise now a beacon drawing danger closer. The bakery glowed with candlelight, a makeshift haven as night fell. Elena and Alex sat at a small table, wine glasses catching golden flickers, the air rich with herbs and tension. He shared more, stolen documents, a corporate conspiracy, his flight to protect others. Your loaf, he said, voice soft, reminded me there's good left. Elena's heart wavered, her fingers brushing his, the golden motif alive in their touch. But the moment shattered. A window rattled, shadows moving outside. Alex's phone lit up, a message stark. Give up, Voss. He stood, eyes fierce. I need those documents. Elena followed him to a hidden corner, where he pulled a battered folder from a bag, its pages marked with golden seals. This ends Victor, he said, but his hands shook, betraying fear. They planned to meet a contact, but footsteps echoed outside, heavy and deliberate. Elena's pulse raced, the bakery's warmth no match for the cold dread creeping in. She grabbed a rolling pin, her resolve hardening. We do this together, she said, the golden loaf's spark fueling her courage. The door creaked, a figure looming, and the documents glowed faintly, a dangerous prize. Rain lashed the bakery's windows, golden interior light reflecting on wet glass. Elena clutched the documents, their golden seals heavy with secrets. Alex's plan was risky, deliver them to a journalist, expose Victor, end the hunt. But the shadows outside grew bolder, their presence a noose tightening. The air smelled of damp wood and resolve, the golden loaf's warmth a distant echo in the storm. Maria returned, her face pale. I saw them, men watching the bakery. Elena's stomach twisted, but she nodded, handing her a burner phone. Call if we don't make it. They slipped into the alley, fog swallowing them, golden street lamp reflections guiding their path. Alex's hand was steady in hers, but his eyes betrayed fear. You don't have to do this, he said. Elena shook her head, the loaf's gift a vow she wouldn't break. A car screeched nearby, headlights cutting through the mist. Voss! A voice barked. They ran, documents clutched tight, the golden seals glinting like a beacon. The alley's end loomed, a choice between fight or flight, and Elena's heart chose fight. A gunshot echoed, shattering the night, and the documents glowed brighter, a target in the dark. Neon-lit streets blurred as Elena and Alex fled, rain soaking their clothes, the golden seals on the documents pulsing faintly in the dark. They ducked into a motel, its dim hallway reeking of mildew, the golden chain on the key a faint echo of the Loaf's motif. Inside, Alex spread the papers, his voice urgent. These prove Victor's fraud, millions stolen, lives ruined. Elena's breath caught, the weight of his truth sinking in. She'd given a loaf, but now she held a corporate empire's fate. His confession deepened. He'd been CEO of Voss Enterprises, hiding to protect employees, not himself. "I didn't expect you," he said, his blue eyes soft. Elena's heart stirred, but fear lingered. A knock rattled the door, sharp and insistent. Alex tensed, grabbing her hand. "They're here." She nodded, resolve hardening, the golden loaf's spark now a fire in her chest. They slipped out a window, the city's pulse pounding around them. A figure waited in the shadows, gun glinting. "Voss, it ends now." Elena's grip tightened on the documents, her choice clear. She'd fight for him, for truth. The gunshots' echo lingered, a challenge they couldn't outrun. A warehouse loomed, its shadows swallowing the golden beam of Alex's flashlight. Dust motes danced, catching the light like tiny loaves, as they hid among crates. Victor's men closed in, their footsteps heavy, voices sharp with menace. Elena's heart raced, the documents pressed to her chest, their golden seals a dangerous lure. Alex whispered, "If we get out, I'm done hiding." His vulnerability cracked her defenses, their hands intertwining, a silent vow. A scuffle erupted, men shouting, crates toppling. Elena swung a pipe, her swing fueled by the bakery's lost warmth, felling one pursuer. Alex fought beside her, blood trickling from a grazed arm, the golden bandage stark against his skin. They fled into the night, the city's golden lights a distant promise. Maria's voice crackled through the burner phone. "Police are coming." Relief warred with dread, betrayal or salvation. They reached a bank vault, its golden lock mechanisms gleaming. Inside, a safe box held more evidence, but footsteps echoed behind. The vault door groaned, trapping them, and Victor's voice sneered, "No escape, Voss." The golden seals glowed, a final stand looming. The vault's sterile light bathed the safe box, its golden folders heavy with truth. Elena's hands shook as she handed them to Alex, their eyes locking. "This ends it," he said, but the vault door creaked, Victor's men storming in. A gun flashed, and Elena sprayed a fire extinguisher, white foam tinged with golden light from overhead bulbs. Chaos erupted, shouts, shots, a bullet grazing Alex's arm, blood stark against the golden bandage. They fought, Elena's courage born of the loaf's selfless spark. Police sirens wailed, Maria's call their lifeline. Victor's men fled, but one grabbed Elena, his grip bruising. "Drop the evidence." Alex stepped forward, hands raised. "Take me." Her scream tore through the vault as police swarmed, cuffs clicking on Victor's men. Alex collapsed, blood pooling, but his eyes held hers, steady. In the hospital, antiseptic sharp in the air, Elena held his hand, monitors beeping rhythmically. "You saved me," he whispered, the golden loaf's warmth alive in their bond. But a lawyer's call hinted at Victor's lingering reach, a shadow over their victory. The evidence glowed, a promise of justice, but at a cost. The courtroom's polished wood gleamed, varnish and tension thick in the air. Elena sat on the witness stand, her heart pounding as she faced the jury, the golden loaf motif echoing in their golden tie pins. Victor, free on bail, glared from the defense table, his presence a storm cloud. Alex, in a suit, looked vulnerable yet resolute, his whispered words to her, "I need you," a lifeline. Elena's testimony was her sacrifice. Risk perjury to save him or stay silent and lose everything. She spoke, voice steady, recounting the loaf, their bond, his truth. "He's not the villain," she said, eyes on Alex. The prosecutor sneered. "Love clouds you." Elena's resolve wavered, memories of her bakery's warmth anchoring her. "Love shows truth," she countered. Victor burst in, shouting accusations, chaos erupting as guards restrained him. In recess, Alex confessed a hidden fund to protect employees, a secret that could ruin him. "I trust you," Elena said, her embrace warm against cold walls. She testified again, twisting truth to shield him, risking her freedom. The jury deliberated, their verdict a blade hanging over them. Alex's eyes met hers, grateful, as the gavel struck, a golden echo in the silence. A foggy park at night, golden lampposts casting eerie light, was their battleground. Victor's blackmail note demanded the evidence, its golden ink stark. Elena and Alex met him, wet grass sharp underfoot, the air heavy with mist. "Give it up?" Victor sneered. Alex held up a recorder, its red light glowing, Victor's confession captured. "It's over." A fight broke out, punches thudding, Elena's kick felling a goon, blood and sweat mixing in the cold. Victor grabbed her, a knife at her throat. "Back off." Alex's voice broke, offering himself instead. Elena's scream pierced the fog as police swarmed, Maria's tip saving them. Victor was cuffed, but Alex fell, blood pooling from a deeper wound, the golden necklace around Elena's neck glinting with hope. In the hospital, monitors glowed, their golden backlight steady. Elena held Alex's hand, his weak smile a vow. "You gave me a future." The evidence cleared him, their love forged in sacrifice. But Victor's lawyer loomed, a final threat. The recorder's red light faded, but their bond burned brighter. Hospital corridors buzzed, fluorescent lights casting golden exit signs. Victor's lawyer offered a deal: drop charges, save the bakery. Elena's heart tore, her parents' legacy or Alex's freedom. "No," she said, storming to Alex's side. "We end this." Bandaged, he pulled her close, his voice soft. "You've given enough." Her tears were salty, her kiss fierce. "You freed me." Alarms blared, Alex coding, paddles charging with metallic clangs. Elena's prayers mingled with memories. The loaf, their fight, their love. He stabilized, waking to her face. "I love you." Victor was convicted, Alex cleared. Elena sold the bakery, a painful release, but found a hidden heirloom in her parents' safe. A golden locket, funding new dreams. Their love, born of a loaf, had faced fire and won. But a final note from Victor's cell, slipped through a guard, hinted at a deeper conspiracy, a shadow they'd faced together. The locket glowed, a golden promise of their unbreakable bond. Spring bloomed, the air sweet with blossoms as Elena and Alex stood before Voss hearth, the bakery reborn. Fresh paint and yeast filled the air, the golden loaf motif alive in the glowing sign. Victor was imprisoned, Alex exonerated, their love a testament to sacrifice. Elena reflected on her journey. From a struggling baker to a woman bold in love, her selflessness repaid. Customers filled the space, laughter replacing silence. The golden crusts on display a symbol of renewal. Maria, reconciled, hugged her. "You earned this," Alex proposed, his ring glinting in golden light. "Marry me?" Elena's yes was a breath of joy, their kiss sweet as fresh pastries. A letter from Victor arrived, apologetic, offering closure. Their story spread, inspiring others, the golden loaf a beacon of kindness. A new note appeared, unsigned, its golden ink a quiet warning of challenges ahead. Summer sun bathed the wedding venue, sea breeze mingling with floral scents. Elena walked the aisle, her gown flowing like rising dough, the golden loaf motif in her ring's shine. Their vows were a promise, Alex's voice warm. "Your loaf saved me." The reception sparkled, vanilla cake rich with meaning, golden toppers gleaming. Maria toasted, "To love born in kindness." Their foundation for struggling businesses bloomed, Elena's boldness and Alex's acumen a perfect blend. A surprise, Elena's pregnancy, lit their future, the golden motif alive in their joy. Their story rippled, shared online, urging others to give, to love. The bakery thrived, a haven of warmth, its golden hues a testament to their journey. A child's drawing, left on a table, bore a golden loaf, signed with a familiar hand. Autumn leaves crunched underfoot, golden sunlight filtering through. Elena and Alex strolled their garden, cider spice warming their hands, their child cooing in a stroller. The golden loaf motif glowed in the locket around Elena's neck, a reminder of trials overcome. Victor's threat was gone, his conspiracy unraveling in court. Elena, once guarded, was bold. Alex, once hidden, was kind. Maria visited, their bond strong, laughter echoing. Their story, shared worldwide, sparked kindness. Bakers giving loaves, strangers helping strangers. The golden locket, opened, held her parents' photos, a final gift. As dusk fell, a golden sunset bathed the horizon, their love a beacon. The child's drawing, pinned at home, glowed faintly, a promise of hope eternal. Their future, forged in sacrifice, shone golden, unyielding, and whole.